Inside, Bavaria's most sacred crown jewels, lost and locked away. Behind the grand facades of Europe's palaces, beyond the crowns everyone knows, there exists a quieter treasury, one not built for spectacle, but for authority and dynastic survival. Inside the Residenz of Munich, Bavaria's crown jewels glitter loudly within the vaults, yet whisper beyond them, so rarely known. Why? Here rest objects never meant to dazzle crowds, ceremonial swords that proclaimed kingship, crowns that never touched a living head, and jewels so powerful they were eventually sold, scattered, or replaced with glass. These are not the jewels of fairy tales, they are the sacred remnants of an empire. Many of these treasures are almost unknown beyond these walls, and a few, once the most important jewels in Bavaria, are now missing entirely. Find out where they are now. Tonight we step inside the Munich Residenz Treasury to uncover the most sacred and lesser-known crown jewels of Bavaria. Statue of St. George. One of the most breathtaking works of jewelled art ever created, this extraordinary statuette was made to house a relic of St. George, sent in 1586 by Archbishop Ernst of Cologne to his brother, Duke Wilhelm V of Bavaria. The work was executed between circa 1586 and 1597, likely following a design by Friedrich Sustris. Around 1638, Duke Maximilian I commissioned an update to the original ebony base, replacing it with the present pedestal in gold and silver repoussé. The pedestal seen today is the work of Stefan Hoser, completing the object's layered history of patronage and refinement. The jewel-encrusted figure of St. George is rendered in golden triumph. The saint rides a white horse, serene and victorious, over a slain green dragon. The dragon's neck is pierced by a lance from which ruby chains spill forth, symbolizing flowing blood. Behind a movable visor, St. George's bearded face, carved from boxwood, bears a striking resemblance to Duke Wilhelm V himself, subtly immortalizing the patron within the sacred narrative. George's armour is executed in white and blue enamel, echoing Bavarian colours and lavishly set with diamonds, rubies, natural pearls and other precious stones. In his hand, he holds a rock crystal sword, its transparency and precision carving a testament to late Renaissance virtuosity. Every surface reveals astonishing detail, the gems, the enamel, the materials, exquisite and timeless. What a beauty to watch. Ceremonial sword. Nothing like it. Its gold hilt glows with a striking Colombian emerald set at the crossguard, surrounded by a carefully arranged constellation of 11 Burmese rubies and 3 Ceylon sapphires. Commissioned in 1806, when the Elector of Bavaria was elevated to King Maximilian I, the sword forms part of the Bavarian Crown Jewels. The finely chased scabbard reflects the hand of master goldsmiths, whose exceptional skill transformed precious metal and stones into a powerful emblem of sovereignty. In its own time, this was far more than a weapon. It was a statement of authority, proclaimed in gold and gems. To witness such 2-century-old artistry and stone setting preserved with this level of grace and precision is nothing short of extraordinary. Crown of an English Queen. When it comes to royal jewels, few monarchies rival the British in legacy or symbolism. Today, Queen Elizabeth II was famously associated with white diamond tiaras, but in the Renaissance era, royal crowns were far more vivid, alive with colour, enamel and gemstone variety. The crown worn by Princess Blanch is one such example, and it holds a singular distinction. It is the oldest surviving English royal crown in existence. Remarkably, it is not housed in Britain, but in Germany, where it stands as a rare testament to medieval craftsmanship and dynastic exchange. Dating to circa 1399, the crown is now preserved in the Munich Residenz Treasury. Its journey abroad began with Anne of Bohemia, queen consort to King Richard II. After Richard's deposition by Henry IV, the crown passed through royal lineage. In 1402, Henry's daughter, Princess Blanch of England, married Ludwig III, Elector Palatine, bringing the crown with her as part of her dowry to the Palatine Treasury in Heidelberg. In 1782, the jewel was transferred to Munich alongside other treasures of the Palatine branch of the Wittelsbach family. The crown itself is a masterpiece of medieval goldsmithing. It features 12 slender stems, each crowned with floral motifs, rising from a gold circlet richly set with pearls, sapphires, emeralds, rubies, and diamonds. Blue enamel at the base provides a striking contrast to the gold, while delicate white floral forms overlay crescents rendered in burgundy, and blue enamel elsewhere on the crown. This extraordinary object once formed the dowry of Princess Blanch, engaged at just 9 years old. Though it no longer resides in England, it remains the oldest known crown ever worn by an English royal. Reliquary crown of Henry II. The crown was never worn by Henry II during his lifetime. Instead, it was created to adorn the reliquary containing his remains at Bamberg Cathedral, serving not as regalia of rule, but as an object of sacred veneration. Following the German mediatization, Bamberg became part of the Kingdom of Bavaria, and the crown was transferred to the treasury of the Munich Residenz, where it remains on display today. This remarkable lily crown is composed of 6 hinged plates, joined with pinned connections. Each plate is crowned by a large fleur-de-lis, with the pins topped by praying angels standing on acanthus leaves. 4 of the segments, and all of the fleur-de-lis, are richly set with precious stones, while the remaining 2 feature antique cameos. The foliage decoration on the frame appears to be of a later date than the original structure, revealing layers of modification over centuries. Slots at the front and back indicate that an imperial arch and cross could be added, suggesting adaptability in its use. One theory places the crown's creation in the 14th century specifically for the reliquary, while another proposes that it may have originated as a crown of Frederick II, later passing into the possession of Bamberg Cathedral through Henry VII and Louis IV. What makes this piece especially compelling is its use of earlier, uncut gemstones. While faceted stones would dominate later periods, these raw and softly shaped gems possess a powerful presence of their own, proof that beauty and authority once relied as much on symbolism and placement as on polish. Bavarian Elector's Order of the Golden Fleece. One of the most poignant absences in the Bavarian treasury is found within the badge of the Bavarian Elector's Order of the Golden Fleece. Once, this insignia held the second largest blue diamond in Europe, a jewel of Indian origin that had become inseparable from Bavarian royal identity, the Wittelsbach diamond. The diamond's Bavarian story began in 1722, when Maria Amalia of Austria married Charles of Bavaria, bringing with her a spectacular 35.56 carat fancy, deep greyish-blue diamond, later known as Der Blaue Wittelsbacher. For decades, the stone remained one of the dynasty's most treasured possessions. After Maria Amalia's death in 1756, her son Elector Maximilian III, Joseph elevated the diamond's status further. In 1761, he commissioned it to be mounted at the centre of the badge of the Bavarian Elector's Order of the Golden Fleece, framed by large white and yellow diamonds. This badge remains on display today in the Munich Residenz Treasury, though the original diamond has long since been replaced with a glass imitation. The Wittelsbach diamond reached the pinnacle of royal symbolism in 1806, when Maximilian IV, Joseph von Wittelsbach, the first king of Bavaria, ordered a royal crown crowned with the blue diamond itself. Until the fall of the Bavarian monarchy in 1918, the jewel remained mounted at the summit of the crown, visible proof of dynastic continuity and sovereign authority. The diamond's departure from public heritage began quietly but decisively in 1931, when the Wittelsbach family removed the stone from the crown and sold it. After decades in private hands, the diamond resurfaced dramatically in 2008, when it was auctioned and acquired by Lawrence Graff for a hammer price of £16,393,250, over $24.3 million, or approximately $683,000 per carat. In 2011, the newly recut jewel was sold to Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, former Emir of Qatar, for an estimated $80 million, where it now resides in a private collection, far removed from the Bavarian crown, treasury and public eye it once commanded. Today, the glass replacement in the Munich treasury stands as a silent reminder. Not all crown jewels are lost to time, some are lost to sale. The Sapphire Cup. Created for Duke Albrecht V of Bavaria in the mid-16th century, the Sapphire Cup is one of the most refined examples of Renaissance court goldsmithing preserved in the Munich treasury. From the moment of its creation, it was conceived not as a utilitarian object, but as a statement of princely taste, learning, and dynastic identity. The cup is lavishly coated in white enamel, its surface animated by exquisitely fine gold leaf and tendril ornament, applied with extraordinary restraint and precision. Embedded throughout are 36 large sapphires, carefully positioned to balance brilliance with symmetry, while additional passages of gold and coloured enamels enrich the surface without overwhelming it. The restrained palette is deliberate. The dominant white and blue directly reference the colours of the Bavarian coat of arms, transforming the vessel into a heraldic object as much as a work of art. Crowning the lid is a striking sculptural finial, a warrior in classical armour, evoking antiquity and humanist ideals cherished by Renaissance rulers. The figure raises a ring carved entirely from sapphires, an extraordinary feat of lapidary work that signals both technical mastery and symbolic meaning. The ring may be read as an emblem of eternity, loyalty, and princely authority, while the classical warrior underscores ideals of virtue, discipline, and learned rulership. Ruby and spinel diadem. This magnificent ruby and spinel diadem forms part of a nearly 2-century-old Bavarian jewellery suite, created by the Bavarian court jeweller Caspar Rielender. The set was commissioned in 1830 by King Ludwig I of Bavaria as a wedding gift for his bride, Princess Therese of Saxony-Hildburghausen. The undisputed centrepiece of Rielender's grand suite was the diadem. Monumental in scale, it is crafted in gold and richly set with diamonds, rubies and spinels, arranged in an elaborate composition of floral motifs. The design reflects early 19th century court taste, combining naturalistic forms with opulent gemstone display to project dynastic splendour. After the Second World War, the Bavarian royal jewels remained in the possession of the royal family. While the Bavarian lover's knot tiara was worn on one recorded occasion, the Bavarian ruby tiara has never again been worn in public by any other queen. Today, it is preserved on permanent display in the treasury of the Munich Residenz. That's all for tonight. Let us know which piece was your favourite and what made it stand out for you. And before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more royal jewels that are rarely seen and even more rarely talked about.